how to make bespoke shoes at home. I will talk about it in this tutorial. I will talk about bespoke shoemaking, why you need to have bespoke shoes, custom-made shoes, and what you need to know about bespoke shoemaking. If you have non-standard fit, wide fit, bunions, if you have a big toe, large fit, this video is for you. You need to make custom-made shoes, you need to have bespoke shoes. If you are interested in shoemaking and want to know more about this amazing craft, about tools, materials, different shoemaking approaches, pattern making techniques, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you are not subscribed yet, and click the bell button to be notified when my new video will come out. Now let's go to the tutorial. Learn how to make shoes with my step-by-step video courses. A quick disclaimer, I am not a doctor, so if you have some clinical problems, make sure to consult your doctor before you start doing something. In this tutorial, I will show you tools and materials, and most important, I will give you one of the greatest tips on how to start making bespoke footwear to have very comfortable shoes. All this will be based on my online bespoke derby course. If you want to know more about this course, dates of registration, I left a link to this course in the description below the video, so make sure to check this link. In making bespoke footwear, you will need to use almost same tools that I showed in one of my videos, and you can find the link to this video here. What you will need to have extra to all these tools is this tool, awl and needles. To create a panka sole like this one, where the sole is sewn to the upper end lining, we will need to work with awls. There are different types of awls and also different types of handles. I prefer this type of the handle because it's very strong, and unlike this one with this kind of closing, it's much better. There is this simple handle where to put the awl inside of this handle, you will need to hold it very well with nails. There are also different types of awls, different sizes of awls. And the size of the awl really depends on the thread that you will use and also the needles that you will use. Okay, so this one, for example, is very big and it will not suit for these needles that I will use to sew the panka sole to the upper. So I will need to find something smaller like this. Okay, this awl is perfect to these needles and to the thread, ready-made thread, this one. The point here is that the size of the awl must be not too big and not too small, so the thread will enter inside the hole that you will make working with awl, and the hole will not be too big. To sew the panka sole to the upper end lining, you will need to work with these types of needles that must have this curved shape, and you will need to have two needles because you will sew like this and will create your panka sole. In addition to all these materials that you will need to use to make bespoke footwear, you will need to work with vegetable tanned leather. It's brilliant material that help us in bespoke shoemaking to customize shoe last, and I will talk about it a little bit later. We're gonna make also insoles from this vegetable tanned leather. It's much better than working with cardboards because leather will repeat all curves of the shoe bottom, and will be much more comfortable than insoles from cardboard. Also, working with vegetable tan leather, you can create extra support to your arc zone here that will give you very comfortable feeling during wearing this bespoke footwear. Working with vegetable tan leather, you can create stiffeners. Stiffeners are the inner part of our footwear. We have stiffeners in the back and in the front. These inner details will keep the shape of your shoes and will protect your feet. So we need to have it. And the best material, in my opinion, to make the stiffeners from is vegetable tanned leather, because here you don't need to work with toxic materials like solvent. You have time to shape it, to place it like you want, so it's much better. In making shoes and also in bespoke shoemaking, we will need to create soles. There are different materials to work with, and one of the most, in my opinion, most comfortable materials to work with is vegetable tan leather. And working with this material, you can create different types of soles. Simple one with cemented construction, or a panka sole that is one of the most comfortable soles that will last for a long time. So in my bespoke derby course, I teach how to create this Italian sole. In bespoke shoemaking are involved many different steps, but the heart of bespoke shoemaking is last customization and taking your feet measurements. This is the starting point in bespoke shoemaking. I already explained few important parameters in taking feet measurements in the previous video, but it's only the beginning of bespoke shoemaking. There are much more. You will need to measure also the waist of your feet, the instep, the long heel, short heel, the height of the toe. All these parameters are very important to customize your shoe last according to all these measurements. There is also another important parameter, the outline of your feet. And right now I want to show you how to make the outline of your feet. And this outline will give you the idea, the understanding where you will need to enlarge your shoe last, or maybe where you will need to reduce your shoe last if you have narrow feet. Now I will teach you how to take the outline of your foot, and later I will explain why this drawing is one of the most important parameters in making custom shoes, to customize your shoe last. This is actually will be your first steps in bespoke shoemaking. So we will take now outline of your feet. Once you will need to place simple pencil in 90 degrees angle toward the ground and draw the outline of your feet. So place it in 90 degrees angle and just follow the edge of the foot with pencil by holding the pencil in 90 degrees angle. This is first line that we need. Second line that you will need to have in making bespoke shoes is the line that you will draw when you will place pencil in 60 degrees angle toward the ground. So place it approximately in 60 degrees. You don't need to make all these toes, the outline of the toes. You will need to take the outline of the back part of your feet. So when you will draw this outline, the outline of the foot bottom, you need to place pencil in 60 degrees angle. Okay, that's it. These two lines you will need to have when you will start making bespoke shoes. Now I will explain you why we need to have these two lines. Now these two lines, two outlines of your foot will give you the idea, very important idea, where you will need to enlarge or reduce your standard shoe last. Let's say that I will work with this standard shoe last. The size of the standard shoe last is 43. This size is according to the length of the feet. You already know how to measure the length of your feet, and actually this outline, the first one, also will give you the length of your feet. Okay, so the size is correct according to the length of your feet, but when I will place it to the drawings of the feet, you will see that this width of the shoe last is not enough for this foot. The foot has here this extended shape on the outer side and extended shape on the inner side, you see. So I will never use the standard last for this feet. I will need to customize it according to this shape, and that's why these two lines are so important. I give you the information where I will need to enlarge, in this case enlarge my standard shoe last. So I will need to enlarge it here in this place, also here in this place, and on the instep here, on the inner side in the instep area. Okay, so all other parameters like joint, the girth of the joint, waist and instep are also important, but they are not enough. These two lines is the beginning. This is actually your first steps in customizing shoes, in customizing shoe last according to the feet parameters. Also, these two lines will give me the clear understanding how much I will need to enlarge the part of the insole. Okay, for example, if the girth of this feet will be the same as the girth of the shoe last, but the width of the insole here is much bigger, I will need to enlarge here also the width of the insole. Although the width may be the same, but the foot may have here wide insole, wide bottom, I don't know how to call the insole, wide insole. So I will need to follow the shape of the feet. Okay, so these two lines, that's why we need to have these two lines. Now I want to show you how will look standard shoe last that will be customized according to this shape, the shape of this foot. This last already is customized according to this feet shape, and it follows the lines of this foot. You see, it has here big shape, and here I enlarged the standard shoe last. So all the parameters, the girth of the instep, the girth of the joint line, the waist, the short heel and long heel also are very important. But first step is to take the outline of your feet. So make the outline and place your standard shoe last to see where you need to enlarge it. This is only a short part. It's only in the beginning of the shoe last customization, and all other steps are very important. And if you want to know how to customize your shoe last, make sure to check my online course Bespoke Derby Shoes. The link to this course you can find in the description below the tutorial. So you saw that vegetable tan leather is very important material that involved in many steps of bespoke shoemaking. Now I have a question for you. Do you want to know what vegetable tan leather you should work with to make your bespoke shoes? If you want to know, make sure to comment below this video and I will create very useful tutorial on how to choose correct, good leather to make bespoke footwear. If you like this tutorial and want to see more tutorials like this one with more tips and techniques, make sure to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the bell button so you will know when my new video will come out. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye.